Proton Holding Berhad, established in 1983, has emerged as a cornerstone of the Malaysian automotive industry, embodying the national industry progress. The brand name Proton Organization from Perusahaan Automobil Nasional underscore the company pivotal role in advancing technology and automotive manufacturing in Malaysia. The Proton Saga, unveiled in 1985, not only marked as a milestone in the company's history, but also resonate with the consumer as a symbol of affordability and quality in the domestic market.
I will present about definition of total quality tools. This tool helps in identifying the right approach and strategy for a systematic approach to the enhancement of the process and guaranteeing that the product developed meet or exceed the expectation of the customer. So, exploring Proton, the significant Malaysian automobile company, the usage of mentioned technique is crucial for the operating competitive strategy in a global environment. Significantly, through the provision of total quality tools in the operation of the organization, a number of benefits realized themselves in areas such as efficiency of product, superiority of product quality, and satisfaction among customers. Okay, now I will tell about the 7 quality tools. So first is Pareto chart. It is useful to determine which problems are most determinative of vehicle quality. It is important to solve problem with product, for example, defect or delay in the production, and in order to manage the most severe issue. Next is cost effect program. It is to realize the cost of frequent issues that occur in their production line. For instance, if there are several complaints of defect on a certain model of a car, the diagram enable one to come up with root cause, which could be mechanical breakdown, staff or substandard material. Next is check sheet. It is very useful in collecting data on various aspects of the production process. It also helps to make defect report, delay or any other concerning event systematically, and really helpful to learn from such information as it will show trend. This information is very valuable to conclude on the necessary change in process. Next is histogram, useful for understanding process variability as it gives the company graphic of data distribution. It also helps in ensuring quality and standardization of product in the market in order to reduce instance where the quality is wanting. Next is scatter diagram, helpful to study the connection between two variables, for instance the speed of production and the number of defects. In the case where such positive correlation is realized between two factors in regard to their impact on percentage defect rate, measure can be taken to adjust production efficiency with some correspondence on product quality, thus eliminating causal relationship between efficiency and percentage defect. The second last is control chart. Control chart was built further by incorporating control limit, which allow distinguishing between common cost variation and special cost variation. And lastly is flow chart, to interpret to mean the workflow, stage of decision making and process involved at Proton in producing the output and providing service to the customer. Okay, that's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
I will present about the 7 tools. First tool is cause and effect diagram, which is Ishikawa and Fishbone diagram. This visual aid for methodically locating, examining, and presenting the possible source of certain issue or result. Proton use this to identifying and fixing quality problem with the vehicles and manufacturing process. Second tools is a check sheet. Check sheet is to collect and record data in an organized and methodical way. Proton to document the amount of flows discovered at every stage of the assembly line, including body assemble, painting, and final inspection when the Proton X70 is being assembled. Next, we will go to control chart. Control chart is to discern between different that signify to noteworthy alteration or issue and change that are typical and inherent to a process. Control charts are used at various stages of the car manufacturing process at Proton for quality parameter related to the defect rate, dimension correctness, and process variables. Next tools is histogram. Histogram are normally used in statistical analysis and control to visual represent data, distribution, identify trend of the process output or quality characteristic and study variations. Proton employ the histogram statistical tool to plot data distribution and determine variation across different measures of quality for its production. Next is Pareto chart. Pareto chart are used for the identification and ranking of issue or cause of defect. With the aid of a Pareto chart, Proton will be a better place in analyzing and managing client satisfaction. Customer satisfaction are highly valued at Proton because customer satisfaction link directly of sales, brand, and customer loyalty. Next tool is scatter diagram. Scatter diagram is a critical tool in manufacturing and quality management process, especially in the production of vehicles and to examine and visualize correct correlations between two variables. Proton use scatter diagram effectively for some strategic gain in data-driven decision making, predictive analysis, visual insight, and continuous improvement. For example, Proton will be able to use scatter diagram to evaluate the relationship between vehicle weight and fuel economy for Proton X70. The last tool is flowchart. Flowchart are visually processed, make a procedure clear and see area for improvement. Some of the components of a flowchart include start and end point, decision point, process phase, and the flow lines. Proton use flowchart in quality assurance, customer service, and the manufacturing of cars. They outline method of evaluating component of a car and also some jobs like welding, painting, and final assembly indicating procedure of the assembly line. And Proton can create flowchart to describe how it will be handled, the complaint and question of the customer regarding about the X70. That's all about the 7 tools. Next, we will move to the next presenter.
So for others quality tools is quality function development. Quality function development a quality approach and a set of systems that link the customer needs and requirement with the technical characteristics of the product during product development process. QFD have a 4 phase of the product development process: identifying the product service concept, intelligent design, process planning, and product service development. Another tools that Proton use is statistical process control (SPC). This is for measure and control the variation of its manufacturing process. Due to SPC, Proton has been able to control its process with most of the variability brought to minimal level tools, assuring quality of the final product. So another quality tools that Proton use global customer product audit, or they call GCPA. This can defect measurement system help
the Proton in investigating and preventing defects search before a car model release onto the market as well as after its launch. That is why having covered all aspects from the initial stage control ISC process to the warranty claim analysis or social media sentiment analysis. So lastly, for other quality tools that Proton use are ISO IEC 17025 to recognize standard that specifies the general requirement for the competence of testing and calibration laboratories. Proton ensure that its testing calibration services are reliable and valid, which is crucial for producing high quality product and maintaining customer trust. So, for quality function development is a systematic process used to map out the VOC and incorporate this information effectively into developing product. So, for the first step that is followed in QFD is the creation of a listening post to ensure that the best and detailed feedback from the customer is obtained. Proton implies leveraging survey, interview, and focus group study to determine what client consider previous on a car. Second step is house of quality that Proton is working on the new model of sedan car. Is it likely to have fuel efficiency and advanced safety features as customer wants on the house of quality? In the orders exist other technical requirements including engine optimizing and ADAS. Advanced driver assistance system will be fine. The metric will also how this technical aspect relate to fulfilling customer needs that were previously defined. So the third process Proton implies converting the identified customer need as specified by the importance map into design solution as well as engineering objective. For example, if one of the most important attribute is fuel efficiency, then the development team may work on refining the engine or car seal holes. In turn, these consumer desire are integrated into the QFD and product prototype are created in order to confirm that the product meets order or required criteria. Safety testing is very important at this stage, and customer testing and feedback is also important to ensure that vehicle as developed can satisfy the customer demand and work efficiency as expected. So the last step for QFD is evaluation of the launch product by its performance and by the customer feedback. In the case of Proton, this entails that acquisition of the new information regarding the performance of the car, the general reception of the product. Effectively, depending on this information, the hook is modified and the correction are made for enhancement of the product. This is integral process of QFD as enable the company, in this case Proton, to make specific improvement to its product to meet customer needs than before, while at the same time dealing with emerging problems.
As we know, the high quality goods development is very fast, placing much pressure in the market in almost every part of the world. Most of the organizations have been forced to rely down their quality strategy and discover other approaches to ensure that the consumer are very satisfied not only with the product but with the process in a bid to improve process efficiency. So, SPC, statistical process control. It is a statistical method used in the management of variation in operation. SPC has three strengths. First, they introduce and differentiate deterministic and random-based source of variation to get a more profound understanding of the whole product process. Second, when SPC is increasingly integrated into the business entity reporting, the process of control is conducted with less difficult and automatism. The third or the last one, for manufacturer and molder, when SPC is incorporated as one of the major components of reporting, it involves into a record system after a while. So, the SPC data collected from formula of production enable one to diagnose possibility of quality and process pull-up that might occur on new good, which share similar characteristics with the previous generation product. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
So for the first point in SPC help Proton to understand and address both common cost variation and spatial cost variation by focusing on controlling spatial costs and improving process to address common costs. Proton can maintain consistency and reliability in production. The second point, the use of statistical process control is integral to Proton Company continuous improvement strategy as it provides real-time performance data to identify areas for improvement by analysis. So SPC data, Proton can address issues such as waste, poor quality, and opportunities for enhancement in manufacturing process. So for the third point is technical control in manufacturing ensure predictability and high quality goods desired by consumer. SPC help control process variation and gather performance information to improve process. Utilizing control chart and statistical analysis allow for problem prediction and steady production, ensure consistent quality level in manufacturing output. The second last point, SPC plays a crucial role in this process by helping control process variation and reduce inefficiencies. By monitoring variances, improvement process companies like Proton can cut costs, conserve resource, and enhance manufacturing effectiveness. SPC also help identify areas for improvement, such as reducing scrap for production processes, ultimately leading to more efficient operation and lower expenses. So for the point, make less expensive inspection mode possible can help in cutting inefficiencies such as defective product, reward, and excess materials. And this point also focus on process control. SPC minimize the need for final inspection and allow for cheaper inspection strategy. This is important and this is a good for Proton.
Average number of flows per unit is 0.2380. The sample count per unit for each of the 25 samples is shown by the data points, which display in the variability around the mean. Proton can overcome this problem by implementing primarily better personnel training or maintenance of equipment and control over the quality of raw materials by finding the reason for such out of the control spot. The U-chart has been a strategic tool in helping the Proton production to identify the defect. The U-chart is tactful instrument for the quality assurance of the manufacturing procedure at the Proton company.
First, the point is global quality standard. Proton focus on customer satisfaction by improved engineering and project quality, supplier quality, production quality, and market quality. The company aims to achieve consistent quality by adopting global standard and addressing customer concept through quality improvement. Second is customer satisfaction. Proton has adopted global quality standard, including the global customer product audit score system to make sure defect in their product. Second is supplier quality. Proton has improved supplier quality by implementing the enhanced project quality development and product part improve process. The company has also introduced the quality insurance system audit and yearly supplier quality performance audit to ensure sustainable product quality.
Implementation and deployment of SPC. Number one is strengthening quality management system. Proton commitment to complying with the strengthened global standard like iOS 91 underscore its dedication to maintaining high quality processes. Number two is statically process control (SPC). By integrating SPC methodology, Proton aims to enhance process efficiency, standardization, and customer certification across its operation. And also by identifying critical quality characteristics in key processes such as engine assembly and final inspection, ensure to the attention to the detail. And the third one is to educating employee on SPC principle and technique, empower them to contribute effectively to quality improvement initiative. And the third one is the adoption of automation industry 4.0 technology. Leverage automation, robotics, IoT, and artificial intelligence. Proton strives to elevate product quality and performance to meet evolving market demand. Implementation predictive maintenance through analytics enable Proton to optimize maintenance schedules and enhance operational efficiency. And the fourth one is the supplier quality management. It is by establishing a strengthened quality standard and conducting regular evaluation of supplier facilities by underscores Proton commitment to ensuring top-tier component quality. And also introducing a supplier scorecard system facilitates ongoing assessment and feedback mechanism to uphold quality standard. And lastly is by employee training and development. Providing comprehensive training program on quality control, modern manufacturing, and technology-equipped Proton workforce with necessary skills to drive continuous improvement. And also encouraging employee participant in improvement project foster a culture of learning and innovation within the organization.
The factor is about lack of management commitment and support. Okay, the effective SPC implementation requires strong commitment and support from senior management. Without this, SPC initiatives are unlikely to success. One of the biggest to Proton successful SPC implementation is the lack of commitment and support from higher management. The second for the factor in hybrid implementation of SPC is automation and data collection challenges. Okay. For example, traditional manual data collection and entry methods are put to error, which can hinder effective SPC implementation. Automating data collection and using electronic interface can improve accuracy and efficiency.
This is our recommendation to improve the company quality. Number one is by embracing innovative technology. Embracing cutting edge technology like IoT and artificial intelligence will enable Proton to optimize production to process and enhance product quality. And second one is to cultivate a culture of continuous improvement. Implementing methodologies such as Six Sigma and lean manufacturing can help Proton eliminate inefficiencies and set performance benchmark and foster a culture of continuous improvement. It is by setting a clear goals and involving employee in improvement initiative will empower them to contribute to enhancing of operational efficiency and product quality. And the third one is by focusing on managing quality efficiency, leveraging a state-of-the-art technology, investing in employee development, and actively responding to customer feedback will be instrumental in evaluating product quality and customer certifications. And the last one is to foster information by sharing and idea generation, creating a collaborative environment that encourage knowledge sharing and idea generation among employees will stimulate innovation and drive continuously improvement initiative within the Proton.
Conclusion is Proton Malaysia has placed much focus on the improvement of quality by applying many varieties of techniques and methods such as total quality management, lean manufacturing, and Six Sigma. Only then can Proton, through its quality focus, staff involvement in any improvement project and other techniques like statistical process control and the 7 quality technique, actually enhance the production process to allow for better product quality and make the company more competitive in the market. In a nutshell, it has to focus on employee training, management commitment, continuous improvement, and adoption of the latest technologies available to enable Proton to meet all the expectation of consumers, enhance and evaluate quality standard for consumer satisfaction, and support the industrial development of Malaysia. That's all from our group. Thank you.